Discovering the life that wants to live in you. Isabel is not alone. A study conducted by UCLA called The American Freshman asked a random 200,000 freshman university students about their life goals. 77% of them responded that making money was their most important goal. However, because there is only a slight relationship between wealth and happiness, having the singular goal of making money can ironically lead to unhappiness. The purpose of living a positive Jewish life is not about making money. It is about creating meaning and a true sense of accomplishment. Yet, the state of work life in the 21st century paints a very different picture of what is important to people and whether they view their work as a contribution to the well-being of others. In 2017, a study showed that 50% of people were satisfied with their jobs, compared to 1987 when 61% were satisfied with their work. Why are people becoming less and less satisfied with their work? Psychologist Abraham Maslow said, "The most beautiful fate, the most wonderful good fortune that can happen to any human being is to be paid for doing that which he passionately loves to do." While it may be unrealistic to imagine that we can always be happy with our work lives, with 50% reporting dissatisfaction, half of us are spending too much of our time unhappy at work. As we have learned, work is one of the 5 areas of well-being, and when our work is unfulfilling and/or making us unhappy, it has a negative effect on all the key areas of our lives. How many of those unhappy at work could benefit from following a different approach to job and career decisions? Rather than having the singular goal of making money, would greater fulfillment come from doing something that is beneficial to society? Have you ever considered making decisions about your career based on contributing to the well-being of others? This is not to suggest one needs to drop everything and go work at a charitable organization. The value is found not by searching out the neediest and working in that setting, but by identifying the work that inspires you and answers the question, what is going to make me the most fulfilled in my life, rather than what is going to make me the most money. For those who are unsatisfied at work, changing jobs could be a solution. But perhaps it's not the current job that is the problem. Perhaps we need to embrace the question posed by educator and activist Parker Palmer, who said, "Is the life you are living the life that wants to live in you?" In other words, have you discovered your unique gift, your highest purpose? Only you know what it may be and how to reveal it to yourself and to the world. People with the highest levels of well-being and happiness have found the life that wants to live in them. They have discovered how to align their work life with their life's calling, and thereby made their calling their career. Plant the seeds of your legacy. The Jewish ideal of a person's work being a legacy to the world is best illustrated by the Talmudic tale of an old man who was planting trees. Asked by a passerby, "Why do you plant the trees, since you will never enjoy the fruit?" The old man replied, "I found trees planted by my ancestors from which I enjoyed the fruit. Surely it is my duty to plant trees that those who come after me might enjoy their fruit." This attitude creates positive ripples from one generation to the next and teaches the important lesson of stewardship. There comes a time in everyone's life when they need to give serious thought to the type of work they will do. For many, this happens towards the end of college and into their 20s. I encourage young people to discover themselves and the world, travel for adventure and exploration, meet people and make new friends, try different jobs, and resist the temptation